If you don't want to drown in the maelstrom of blind confusion, at least pray to the key which dwells in the light!
Wire.
No,
It's probably the
limit to
wire,
your
right?
own reasoning.
Let's try the wire and see what
You
happens.
say the killer went to the octagon? Don't bark, you cur! If you don't want to drown in the maelstrom of...
Allow me to cut
There we
through
go,
those
we
words.
got this. That was easy.
The wire used to string up Nekomaru's body, the hammer that looked like the weapon, and the chain on the door in the tower. Those are all the items that weren't in Funhouse. Where did the killer obtain them?
The only place I can think of is the octagon. There were various weapons and tools there. I'm pretty sure I saw stuff like wires, hammers, and chains too.
Since those items were used in the crime, there's no doubt that the killer went to the octagon.
If that's the case,
Oh no.
they obviously know about the
It is
secret passage
Gundam.
too, right?
Ah, that sucks.
It seems this is the end. Normally we'd end up listening to Hajime lecture us with a very long summary of the case. But there's no reason to waste any more time on this opening act. So I'm going to end this right now.
We had something beautiful shortly.
Hey, will you?
The boy with the invisible underwear. Rest in peace.
First of all, by messing with all the clocks in the building, Gundam tried to lure only Nekomaru. The elevator was probably broken by that point. Thanks to that, Nekomaru wasn't able to go to Grape Tower, which was supposed to be the meetup point. So he tried going over to Strawberry Tower, just like we did when we found out the elevator was broken. Well, it's obvious he'd attempt that. At that time, we didn't know the two towers were the exact same place. Also, the button in Strawberry Hall wasn't broken, so he was easily able to enter Strawberry Tower. But surprise! Gundam was waiting for Nekomaru's arrival.
Hold on. If Nekomaru didn't go to Strawberry Tower, what would the killer have done then?
Give me 1 second. There we go.
Their plan was a balancing act of uncertainties. But even if they failed, they probably wouldn't have minded. They can just greet everyone the next morning as if nothing happened, and come up with a different plan.
And without such a risky plan, they wouldn't have been able to lure him at all.
I'm going to continue summarizing the case, okay? Through this, Gundam successfully lured Nekomaru to Strawberry Tower. There's no way he could fight head-on with the robotic Nekomaru, so by pressing the goodnight button, he rendered Nekomaru powerless without fighting him.
Hold on! You... What did you just say? That I didn't battle?
What's wrong with that?
Don't mess with me! Don't mess with me! I cannot ignore those words!
Why are you angry all of a sudden?
You fools do not understand! You don't understand at all! Ha! You make me laugh! After all this time, you still don't understand anything at all!
I don't understand anything. What does that mean?
It appears I cannot finish just yet. Maybe I'm just a human destined for hell. However, I cannot finish just yet. I cannot finish!
What do you intend to do?
It's obvious! I'm going to destroy your illusory assumptions!
Are you saying you still have more? You still have room to argue?
Your words. You said I pressed Nekomaru's goodnight button. However, that button was on the back of Nekomaru's neck. To press it, I'd have to get behind him.
Well, you could have just used the hamsters.
Not easy to get the drop on Coach Nekomaru.
It's even more difficult if it's a one-on-one situation.
Just as I thought. Truly frail. Succumbing so easily to this simple argument. It was just a mere illusion.
Oh no. It truly was Gundam. I keep hoping that the game's gonna twist and it's gonna be like, hi, it wasn't actually Gundam. But, yeah, it was him.
If you want to set me up as the killer, at least surpass your own human limitations.
That's wrong, Gundam. You're the one who's wrong.
Such a wonderful line. However, I cannot say that I'm satisfied. Listen well. I shall teach you 2 tips for making someone admit their defeat. First, you must crush them with your own overwhelming power. And as for the other, you must provide a reason that will persuade that human. You have not fulfilled either of those yet.
Guess you really don't want to admit it. Then, just as you requested, I will provide an argument that will leave you no choice but to be persuaded. It's gonna be the rhythm game, right? Yeah, there we go.
I won't let you! For the Tanaka Empire! Wither! Crushed as David
Oh no, I have
prophesied!
to get bullets. I
won't
forgot
let
about
you.
that.
For the Tanaka Empire! Wither! Crushed as David prophesied! Show me the cadaver! I won't let you! For the Tanaka Empire! Wither! Crushed as David prophesied! I won't let you!
Ah, it's difficult
For the
because the
Tanaka
rhythm
Empire!
doesn't match.
Wither! Crushed as David prophesied! For the Tanaka Empire! I won't let you! It's Nekomaru's back. Do you really think I can get behind him
Dark
so easily?
Davis.
This is the end.
There we go. Yeah, Tanaka is his last name, yes.
Even if you
Gundam
didn't get behind
Tanaka.
Nekomaru, you should have been able to press the button on the back of his neck.
It's kind of like we're arguing with idiots on Twitter. It's like,
As long as you had the power of the hamsters you keep with you.
it's kinda, yeah.
Are you
Kinda.
seriously saying he used his hamsters to press the button on the back of Nekomaru's neck?
Of course, that'd be impossible for a normal hamster, but it would have been possible for Gundams. In fact, we saw that with our very own eyes, right?
Emissary of evil, in accordance with our ancient contract, the time has come to lend me your aid. Pierce through Supernova Silver Fox, Sandy. Click. You press the button? Truly, this is skyline lamentation art of the demon mouse. For soon the door of destiny shall open.
Now that you mention it, after Ibuki was killed in the music venue, one of Gundam's hamsters retrieved the piece of wallpaper from the baton lighting, right?
They just repeat the same dumbass shit and claim they won the argument.
Hey,
Yeah,
with your
that's
friends
pretty
and their
much it.
exceptionally smart brains, it must have been possible to secretly get one of them behind Nekomaru and press the button on the back of his neck.
How about it, Gundam?
Not just myself, but you actually brought up how splendid my subordinates are. I have no recourse but to admit it.
Admit it? Did you say you admit it?
It appears I've obtained a one-way ticket to hell. Fine! Then you must trample me underfoot and advance. Victory can only be built upon a foundation of corpses. You cannot find peace without sacrifice anywhere. Now, trample this life. Trample it as though it were mere trash on the side of the road. Pull the curtain strings of this worthless performance with your own 2 hands.
Oh, there we go. Oh no, you was Gundam. That's so sad. Okay, who set the lounge clock's alarm? Komaru wakes up. 2 strawberry holes gets destroyed. I woke up at alarm set for 5:30. It's 5 a.m. right now. You press the button of the great hole. Wait, is that it? That's not it. Right, let's go to the other ones. Who was in the lounge this early morning? Nekomaru? No, he wakes up right there, so that's not it. What time did Fuyuhiko see Nekomaru? There we go. At 5:30? 5? Anyways. I love the flying hamsters. That's actually great. Nekomaru's weaknesses is... That's not it. The wire wrapped around Nekomaru's feet. That's not it. The killer destroyed what after leaving the tower? The button. What was the fake weapon left at the tower? The hammer. We don't have that. Who gathered at the lounge? When did Nekomaru fall? Who heard a rumbling noise? All of us. There we go. So we have the hamster pressed it, hung the loop on the doorknob, messing with the base of the contact elevator, wrapped the wire around Nekomaru's feet. It's a huge hammer. Set the lounge clock's alarm. That's not it. Who was in the lounge? No. Nekomaru's weaknesses is the hamster pressed the button. The wire wrapped around Nekomaru's feet. Hung on the doorknob. The fake weapon left was the hammer. Stock 3. Alarm set for 5:30. So 4 a.m. right now. Nekomaru's dangling midair. Kiss the pillar. Fuyuhiko can't sleep. Akane also heard something from her room. When did Nekomaru fall? Who gathered at the lounge? Fuyuhiko? Okay. Who was in the lounge this early morning? Fuyuhiko, there we go. And what is this? Who set the lounge clock's alarm? Last talk. The doorknob came off. What? They did what to the alarm in Nekomaru's chest? Wrapping the chain around the doorknob? Meter because the lounge clock alarm? Hamster and murder. Okay, so what do we have here? Who gathered at the lounge? Everybody, all 3 of them. And then... why did Nekomaru fall? The doorknob came off.
Here's everything that happened in this case.
There we go.
Let's first go over the many tricks the killer prepared before they committed the crime. First, they destroyed the contact elevator. This separated Nagito and the others in Strawberry House from our group in Grape House. Next, they lured Nekomaru out by himself by turning back all the clocks in the funhouse by 2 hours. Additionally, in order to secure an alibi, the killer went to the Strawberry House lounge and set the wall clock's alarm to 5:30 a.m. After finishing their preparations, the killer went to Strawberry Tower with the necessary tools in hand. They obtained these tools from the Octagon, which you can enter once you clear the final dead room. This means the killer discovered the secret of the funhouse faster than anybody else. That secret being, Strawberry House and Grape House are actually the same building. On the morning of the incident, Nekomaru woke up and headed over to Grape Tower for a
The panels are in
specific reason.
clockwise formation. Yeah, that's because you read the manga from right to left, right? So...
There, Fuyuhiko, who was at the lounge by coincidence, witnessed Nekomaru. According to Fuyuhiko's testimony, that was around 5 a.m., but by that point, the killer had already messed with our perception of time. In actuality, Fuyuhiko witnessed Nekomaru at 7 a.m. That's also the same time Monokuma Tai Chi begins. Nekomaru went to Grape Tower to participate in that. However, because the contact elevator was broken, Nekomaru was unable to go to Grape Tower. So he decided to try going to Strawberry Tower. But the killer was waiting for
I
him.
love the flying hamsters. Oh my god, that's the greatest.
With the power of hamsters, they were able to press the good night button on the back of Nekomaru's neck.
I can't believe Lika made and drew this the whole thing herself. Mangaka prodigy. I guess you could call me that. Yeah.
This forced him to enter sleep mode.
Maybe
rendering
not.
him immobile. From there, the killer began preparing to use the ultimate weapon.
The ultimate weapon, of course, the hamsters.
First, they set the alarm in Nekomaru's chest to 7:30 a.m. so he'd wake up. Then they tied him up with a metal wire, tied the tip of the wire into a loop, and hung it on the doorknob. After leaving Strawberry Tower, the killer then destroyed the door button to Strawberry Hall. They did this to keep us from entering Strawberry Tower.
The power of the
and to
hamsters,
keep
he
us
has
from
the power.
discovering the secret of the building structure that they used to kill
Oh
Nekomaru.
no, they're gonna kill the hamsters, aren't they? I don't like that. It's not cool.
Then, they used the secret octagon passageway to travel to Grape House. After arriving at Grape Hall, they pressed the button to open the door to the tower. When that happened, the elevator-like floor of the tower began descending. And Nekomaru's body was still inside, dangling upside down in midair from the wire. The killer entered Grape Tower to see if their setup was successful. And placed a hammer on the floor to look like the weapon, then wrapped a chain around the back door. This was done to make us falsely believe we couldn't enter the tower from Strawberry Hall. With this, the killer finished their setup and tried to go back to their room using the secret passage, so they could craft their alibi when Nekomaru died from the fall. But something unexpected happened. Fuyuhiko, who saw Nekomaru earlier, was still at the lounge. As a result, the killer couldn't return to their room, and with no options available, time ran out. The lounge's wall clock alarm started ringing at 5:30. Well, actually 7:30. To avoid a worst-case scenario, the killer was forced to appear in front of Fuyuhiko with the others.
Oh, I see who you are, GJ. Thank you for hanging out. I hope you have enjoyed it.
When the wall
Hope
clock's
to see
alarm
you next
rang,
time.
that was also the same time
Have a good
Nekomaru
evening.
was waking up.
A good night, I guess.
He woke up while he was still hanging upside down, so he couldn't help but sway his body powerfully. Originally, the loop of wire was only supposed to slip off the doorknob. But because there was a heavier load than expected, the doorknob ended up breaking.
Bye-bye.
Nekomaru fell from the 4th floor all the way to the 1st floor. He crashed into the pillar, which decapitated him on impact, and died. The sound of Nekomaru's impact echoed throughout the funhouse. However, by this point, the killer's plan was about to fail, thanks to the broken doorknob and Fuyuhiko. Meaning, the killer is someone who wouldn't have heard the alarm if they were in the deluxe room. They also wouldn't have been able to return to their guest room, because Fuyuhiko was at the lounge. That someone is Gundam Tanaka. I can't think of anyone else but you.
Oh my god, the hamsters. They're so cute. Please.
Splendid.
No. Not the hamsters.
Splendid. For a mere human, you did quite well.
Stop. Stop it already. Stop using weird words to avoid the truth. Or I'll friggin' kill you myself! I cannot believe it. I just cannot believe. You killed Nekomaru? I cannot believe something like that.
You don't wish to forgive me? Do you feel regret? Then finish it! Cast your impure votes for Gundam Tanaka! My beloved, deadly foes, let the voting time begin!
I always get a B on the class trials. Oof. It's okay, I guess it's fine.
This result isn't all that exciting.
Now then, please pull the lever in front of you and cast your vote. Who will be chosen as the blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? Please pull the lever! Oh, crap! I bit my tongue at the most important part!
I know how that feels. I always end up choking on my own saliva when I'm like trying to say important things. And I just start coughing. I hate that. You would be bad if I bit my tongue again, so I'll speak slowly, judging from the results. You guys were correct once again! Getting 4 in a row without any mistakes is a splendid achievement. That's right, the one who killed the robotic Nekomaru in the amazing funhouse was Gundam Tanaka!
Nice!
Yay! I said all that without biting my tongue.
Now then.
Now that we've decided who the killer is, let's do the execution already and get this over with. Hold on. It's true that class trial is finished, but that doesn't mean the incident is over. We can't finish yet until we hear it from Gundam. No matter what he says, he won't change a thing. Well, I have no right to stop you either, so do whatever you like.
Fall, my tears.
Why do you want to talk to one who has lost? The loser merely leaves. It would just be unnecessary for me to say something.
Listen well.
Is what I would like to say, but for honor's sake, I shall correct one thing. Correct?
How pitiful.
You guys said I made Nekomaru powerless without fighting him. That, however, is a great mistake. Huh?
Fine.
Nekomaru did fight, that is no mistake. And because he fought, he lost and died.
Damn it!
Lost and died?
This, too,
If he
must
was
be
just
the
trying
will
to
of
cling to
causality.
life, there are many ways he could have done so. However, he did not allow that.
You.
What do you mean? Explain! Fine then, I shall reveal it
Let's
all.
make history.
Within the final dead room, I discovered the secret of the funhouse, and I devised a killing plan utilizing that secret. By tampering with all the clocks in the building, I succeeded in luring Nekomaru to the tower. And this is what happened. Nekomaru and I were alone in the tower, standing face to face with one another. I should say I expected as much from Nekomaru. He sensed my subtle killing intent and instantly understood the situation. And we had ourselves a stare down. In that situation, if he wanted to run away, it would have been easy for him to do so. He could have ran away or even called for help, but he did not turn his back to me. Instead, he chose a fight that risked life and death.
That is...
A fight that risked life and death?
Let me tell you.
He was serious too. He gave it his all to try to kill me. If I had died instead, the mystery surrounding the case would have been even more complicated. You will never know why I, the victim, went to the tower by
I
myself.
can see it.
Nobody would know that the victim, me, was actually the one who planned the whole thing.
Could it be?
Nekomaru really did that?
Sensing even my subtle killing intent, as expected of you, Nekomaru.
The scorching, stinging, tense atmosphere. I've been a team manager for so long, I'd nearly forgotten this. This is great! What a comforting atmosphere!
That's a great.
And what is your reason? Do you intend to resolve this situation by killing me?
I am the Warlock, Gundam Tanaka. Heroes, Lords of Darkness, and even the gods themselves flee from me. I need not cling to any trivial reason. I'm simply going to kill you because your very existence is an annoyance.
You'll drench your soul with evil until the bitter end, huh? Splendid! In response to your spirit, I shall kill you with all of my might. I won't go easy on you. Don't even think about holding back. Don't waste your breath on cowardly tactics. Give me everything you got.
Nekomaru Nidai, your blood will drench the foundation of my empire!
That is...
Why did you fight? We are all friends. Why couldn't you stop this? Even if both sides agreed, it was still wrong. I will not argue. I have no intention of forcing my values upon you. However, I must say this. What's the point of leaving if you're just waiting until you finally die? There's nothing courageous about that. That is abandonment, a mere feeling of resignation. Huh? Wait, are you telling us to just wait until we starve to death? I would rather have that happen to us than have our friends kill each other. Do you mean that you'd rather die?
Fall, my
Ever
tears.
since we were locked inside the building, everyone had been dominated by the feeling of abandonment. However, nothing is born from resignation. That is simply a reason to give up.
You flinch, you
Giving
will
up on
die.
life, that's just an insult to life itself.
Let me ask.
Have you fools heard of the term dog eats dog? Cannibalism?
Fine.
In zoology, cannibalism is a commonly observed phenomenon. Many creatures at some point in their lifespan engage in cannibalism.
Listen well.
That is what it means to live. If you say killing for the sake of living is evil, then what would you call giving up on life itself?
shall engulf
In a
this
world where would you consider that justice, then I will fight that world until the very last fiber of my being. Giving up on life and choosing death is nothing but a blasphemy towards life.
I renounce
It is
you.
a violation of natural order. It is the arrogance of humanity.
You.
Are you saying all that to try to justify what you did?
But
Well, it sounds like Nekomaru felt the same too. That's why they fought, right?
Damn it.
Fine.
That man had the courage to die when he needed to die. That is why he challenged me to our battle. Regardless, as I have already said, I do not intend to force my values upon you fools. I have betrayed you all. That is the absolute truth.
Fall, my
But
tears.
even so, don't you think it's a better alternative to slowly starving to death there?
Oh,
That belief is why you committed your crime.
you...
Hey, what about the final dead room? Did you do the Russian roulette too?
Let's make history.
Unlike Legito, I only did it once. But compared to my battle with Nekomaru, that was a mere child's play.
Well,
You know, after listening to you talk for a while, I'm starting to think that... Well, it's also because you unexpectedly admitted your crime without much resistance. Gundam, don't tell me you didn't sacrifice yourself for our sake, did you? I can't believe you would ask such a foolish question.
My name
Just
is
who do you
Gundam
think I am?
Tanaka.
I am Gundam Tanaka, history's greatest monster. My cursed existence is feared by all mankind. There's no way I'll sacrifice myself for the sake of you fools.
Fade like
Not in a
dust
million,
the
not
wind.
in a billion, not in 10 billion years. In the name of pandemonium, it is impossible. Is that it? Then I'll just leave it at that. Now then, let us be rid of this foolish talk. It's about time the fun started. Monokuma, let us begin.
Yes, indeed.
Yay, got it! I have prepared a special punishment for the ultimate breeder, Gundam Tanaka.
Please wait.
Please wait, this is just too much. Please, Monokuma, please help Gundam.
huh?
Miss Sonia,
I beg of you.
please, I beg of you.
How pitiful.
Sonia, an act as unrefined as stopping a man from going to his death does not befit a noble such as yourself. Gundam. It's fine to suffer reals, right?
Fine.
Yes, I do not mind. However,
What is it, my four dark devas of destruction? Are you worried about me? Oh, my feared four dark devas of destruction. That is not like you at all. However,
oh no,
there is no need to fear.
gonna
In
cry.
this world, I am only a temporary visitor. I was simply visiting for a moment, and now that my duty is complete, I must return to the darkness. That is why, until the very end, pride, conceit, courage, insolence, fearful of nothing, daunted by nothing. Let us laugh uproariously! That is Gundam Tanaka! I shall stick with my evil until the very end! Open sesame pandemonium! I shall fill hell with true hell!
Let's give it everything we've got! It's punishment time!
Oh no, the poor hamsters. Oh no! Oh my god. This is actually making me tear up. Oh no, the poor hamsters. At least they are alive, for sure, but still. Oh no! Oh no! It's so sad. Fuck, I'm actually crying. Holy shit. Give me 1 second. Gundam! No! Even after Gundam is gone, the spirit of his parting words still linger deep within our chests. Don't give it up on life. Did I misunderstand what he meant? Then what's the right thing to do? I don't know. No matter how much I think about it, I don't know if I'll ever be able to answer that.
Damn it.
Damn it! Damn it! I'm so pissed off, I need to throw something.
Damn it!
You always spend so much time worrying about each other, and thanks to that, things ended up like this. You're all full of shit, every last one of you. But the biggest piece of shit is me.
Worse.
Damn it. Why am I so weak?
Oh,
Such a downer, clearly. But still, even though we feel this way, we still got to do our very
you are
best.
right.
You're right. This time around, we must move forward. We must continue to live and believe in our friends. If not,
You are right.
Gunnar will most likely crawl his way out of hell, and I presume you'll be very cross with us. You're right. You're right. We shouldn't just stand here. I mean, it's not like this is over. We still have to do it. We still have to finish this. For the sake of our friends who have died, we need to finish this once and for all. So, don't just stand there. Stand up and walk. Move forward. Live. If you don't, everyone who fought and died will have died in vain. We can't allow that.
Hey!
So, how long are you guys gonna stand around chattering? The class strike is over, so it's okay for you to hurry back over to Jabberwock Island. However, the killing school trip will proceed as usual, so make sure you know that.
Wait!
Hold on! How much longer are you gonna keep doing this? Seriously, how long is it gonna keep doing this? How long is this going to continue?
Now then.
Alright, after feeling down for so long, I finally feel refreshed. Let's hurry back and eat some food.
Hey!
Hold on a sec, that mood shift is too damn fast.
It's not like that.
Well, you know, it's like Gundam and Nekomaru said. It's what it means to live, right? She's certainly something else. But seriously, I'm starving.
Hey.
Then let's go back for now and eat. And then, after we're full, let's sleep as much as we want.
Right?
And then, let's do our best again. Yeah, you're right.